Hello everyone, welcome to the CSWP podcast. My name is Antoine and today we will be discussing on an important and urgent topic, climate change. We're also joined by a special guest, Henry Green, a climate change specialist. Welcome Henry Green, are you there?
Yes. Hello, Antoine. It's great to be here.
Henry, to start, could you explain what climate change is?
Of course. Climate change refers to the long-term shifts and changes in weather patterns. While some of these changes can be natural, human activities have significantly accelerated the process since the 1800s, around the time of the Industrial Revolution. Practices like burning fossil fuels and deforestation have contributed to extreme weather patterns. These actions are driving the melting of polar caps, particularly in Antarctica, leading to rising sea levels. Higher sea levels, in turn, increase the risk of flooding to many low-lying islands and countries. Additionally, warmer temperatures cause the permafrost to melt, and because the soil under the permafrost is methane-rich, when the methane is emitted because the permafrost is melted, it contributes to more warming in the climate, and thus more warming is created, so more methane is created, so it's like a chain reaction that goes in a circle.
Thank you for that explanation. So, what exactly is driving climate change?
Well, the exact factors, several of them, contribute to climate change. The primary driver is the burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, which could be used to power homes, industries, and transportation. Deforestation and land changes, including clearing forests for agriculture or urban development, also play a major role. Trees naturally absorb carbon dioxide, so when forests are destroyed, this vital function is lost, and the carbon is released back into the atmosphere, causing more deforestation. Agriculture and livestock farming are significant contributors as well. Farm animals produce methane, while fertilizers and pesticides release nitrous oxide, both potent greenhouse gases. Industrial activities, including mining, oil exploitation, emit additional greenhouse gases, as do the manufacturing processes that involve fluorinated gases. Furthermore, waste management practices, such as landfills, can release methane, and the transportation sector, including cars, trucks, airplanes, and ships, which use fossil fuels, add to the problem. The production of energy from fossil fuel-based power plants is another major source of emissions. And also, even if you may be using a Tesla EV, the battery is made of lithium, which is got by mining. So, some EVs and electric vehicles can still be polluting the environment. And lastly, consumption and excessive consumerism, such as the production of fast fashion, single-use products, and other disposable goods like plastic toys and bags and other types of plastic containers that are single-use, further exacerbate the problem.
That's a lot to consider. What are some of the key effects of climate change on our planet?
The impacts of climate change are widespread and multi-faced. Rising global temperatures are driving more frequent and extreme weather events, such as floods, hurricanes, droughts, wildfires, all of which have significant consequences for human health and safety. The melting of glaciers and ice caps is contributing to rising sea levels, threatening coastal habitats and infrastructure. Additionally, as the oceans absorb more carbon dioxide, they become more acidic, which harms marine life. The rising temperatures also disrupt ecosystems, making it difficult for many species to survive. Some species are forced to migrate to cooler areas, while others face the risk of extinction. In agriculture, unpredictable weather patterns, such as having heavier rainfall or prolonged droughts, can damage crops, leading to food shortages. Water scarcity is becoming an increasing concern as droughts and floods affect freshwater availability. Rising temperatures also increase the spread of heat-related illnesses and infectious diseases, such as malaria. Finally, climate change is contributing to the loss of biodiversity as species struggle to adapt to the rapidly changing conditions.
Clearly, the stakes are high. So, what can individuals do to help mitigate climate change?
there are many actions individuals can take to reduce their carbon footprint. One of the most effective steps is transitioning to renewable energy sources, installing solar panels, or switching to a green energy provider, or supporting clean energy initiatives, which can make a significant difference. Another important action is reducing meat and dairy consumption, or even adopting a vegan or vegetarian diet, as livestock farming is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. You can also choose to divest from companies involved in harmful environmental practices, such as deforestation or burning fossil fuel and increased and over farming. You can also put your money in ethical financial institutions like Bank Australia or Australian Ethical Super. Additionally, everyday behaviours like reducing waste, recycling, composting can have a small but positive impact. Small changes, such as reducing consumption of single-use plastics, buying fewer products, and supporting sustainable brands can reduce the demand for resource-intensive goods. Finally, supporting environmental organizations and charities like Ecology is another way to contribute to the broader efforts to combat climate change. Planting trees and advocating for climate policies are also important actions that can have long other effects, as well as voting for the Greens, who are a political party that vote always on climate change.
Thank you, Henry. Those are some valuable suggestions. It's clear that addressing climate change requires a collective effort, and every action counts.
Absolutely. It's a challenge, but by taking informed and intentional steps, we can all contribute to mitigating climate change and protecting the planet for our future generations.
Well said, Henry. Thank you again for joining us today, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Stay informed, take action, and we'll be back next time with some more important topics.
Thank you for having me.